She hands over a letter addressed to you. As she wanders off toward a drink, you rip the letter open to read a note scrawled in excellent cursive. Please do not open the package. We will retrieve it. Leonidas and Maximus.
Morning. We're picking up right where we left off with our outpost phase. I find that short term, like maybe gaining an item or gold, probably isn't worth it. I'm gonna respect it and see if we get like a road event or something long term.
Against all the curiosity in your being, you refrain from opening the lumpy package. A short while later, two Esthers dressed in drab yellow arrive at your door.
Hello, mercenaries. We are Leonidas.
And Maximus. We have come for our package.
You hand it over, and they tear open the top, reaching much too deep inside to be obeying the laws of the universe. Out comes a large black diamond.
The Shadow Gem. We have...
Your payment, as agreed.
They hand you a sack of coins and then turn and leave, passing the diamond back and forth between them.
Weird. Nice. We finally got some gold. Let's be strategic about this. Kinda tempted to load up someone. You could use another hand item. You could use a hand item. The shield to allies wasn't bad, but isn't phenomenal. Let's get these two up to maybe buy different tanky items or something. I wouldn't hate getting the poison blade on Gem either, so Gem could help in that regard. But we'll do something like this. Alright, well let's start with the most exciting part of the outpost phase, and that's our level. So level 3. Mandible Storm is a really nice AoE immobilize, but it does muddle ourself, which is pretty crappy. Dragonfly Surge, the initiative is trash. You can't bank on it. But that's kind of why I picked Locust Host, because now at 20, we could do an AoE attack with Pierce 2 and advantage, which pretty much just makes mincemeat of some things. Now this does poison ourselves, so it's not perfect, but anytime we can do an attack at advantage is pretty solid. I even like this with the 30 initiative range 4 and 5 card, because you're still hitting 2 to 3 guys at advantage every round, and it changes his forms. So I'm going to go Dragonfly here. Perk-wise, let's keep cleaning up this deck. I mean, this isn't bad if I don't have a way to heal it off. The Intensify really... or not Intensify, the Transmutation really only cleans up -1s to 0s. But I never have elements out, so it's not that great. The Pierce is good, but I'll never hit it when I need it. I'm thinking just kind of get the top end of our deck a little higher and maybe get some more pure damage out. So let's do the Gouge, because we don't have a ton of ways to wound. I like that. Because you look at it and like Poison is the +1, so you're gaining 1 here in the Poison, so future attacks do a little bit more. But the Gouge is pretty much from a 0 to a +2, because if that wound ticks, you're just doing more damage. Alright, hand management wise. Hail did exactly what we needed it to, but I think in general, we probably don't want to be focusing on Hail of Thorns. So if I could find it, I would take it off. And let's get our level 3 card equipped. And technically I should re-equip Locust. Ooh, okay. So let's refigure out what we want to do with our range cards. This is huge for a move 4. The move and heal is nice on the bottom. The bottom attack's great. We need Locust. You could argue this is what I need to take off, and you're probably right, but I really like that the bottom move changes me forms. Ooh, this is getting a little tough. This is getting a little tough. I mean, the biggest problem is if I ditch Firefly and take this, that biggest problem is now my movement in the range form. But I'm getting rid of, like, these AoEs for basically reusable ones at advantage. Because you can't really pair this with Firefly. Like, going at 50 or 76 is very risky. But I think I need that move. So, it might be time to either ditch my heal here, or to ditch the bottom heal here. I'm going to go this route. This card is essential if you're trying to do the switch forms every time, but until they fix the long rest, that's pretty much impossible. I mean, it's not, but you just have to short rest to stay on tempo, and... So let me back up for those of you who haven't been following. In the board game, when you long rest with Gem, you change your form that round. So to do the mastery where you change your forms every round, it counts. It's one of the best ways to do it. You get through your card cycle, you long rest, you change forms that round, and then you're back at it next round, and you get to pick what form you start in, and it's really like a nice generator to set up the whole next round. In this, you don't pick your form when you long rest until the start of the following round. So you instantly lose the mastery. So you have to short rest, and there is a way to do it. There's on short resting, you can change your forms with a persistent card. But, like, it forces you to short rest every time, which means you don't have any control over what card you're discarding for the most part. It's RNG. And if you're trying to get that mastery, you can't just RNG discard every time. Like, the odds are just terrible. At least that's my input. That's why I really haven't committed much to it. Since we finally have gold, let's look at the merchant here. I'm thinking the Elgox Warhammer kind of goes crazy on Chopper. Get rid of the defensive, and that turns my AoE attack into a stun, which stuns are really valuable in this game. So I'm going to keep saving up. We have an extra hand item. The pure damage is kind of nice, but I don't know if that's worth all 20 right now. Alright, how do we sell? I'm never going to run this. We'll take 4 gold. Interesting. So I used items to craft and then got gold back. I was thinking you just got one of the 2 elements back, but whatever. I'm going to take it. Alright, so Gem and you can still use hand items, but there's nothing great for me to use. And we could make another potion with Gem. Okay, healing potion, not bad. Renewing potion. Renewing potion actually goes crazy on one of these guys who have lots of tanky cards that proc every round. So I kind of like the idea of the renewing potion here because it would get my disadvantage armor back and potentially the spyglass. I think now that I have other ways to poison, I do that. Alright, Gem. I really need to get the new herb and keep researching things. Because the only thing I can make now is blue and green, which is a stamina, and we already have it. So we're not doing a very good job at improving our team here. Could get the protective scepter just to give someone a little bit of shield for when they're tanking. I don't love it, but it's not super expensive. But let's save my money a second because we got to do some stuff in town here. So, okay, we do not want to spend Drifter's money. So let's spend here. Logging camp. Hunting lodge, I'm just going to burn gems money. And mining camp, there's all of our resources. What? Oh, interesting. Alright, we need to donate some. What building's under construction right now that we gotta donate to? Gotcha, I guess the craftsman. 221, is that what this is? 221. Any new buildings I need? The wall probably would be clutch here. Should probably just do the wall. Because I'm gonna need that for defense. Alright, Gem, you're losing a bunch of money. And... come on. Okay. Building the wall. And I guess I can still donate these without any consequences, so I'm going to. We're just going to clean out Gem stuff, I guess. That's fine. And that didn't knock down our morale. Interesting. Okay. So we got the wall going. We got Craftsman upgrading. We have our new card selected. I think that's about it for this outpost phase. Maybe with Gem, I'll just go throw the shield on, because I'm kind of getting to a power curve level where I just need a little more. Your other hand item, and the crude shield, it is good, like to prevent a brittle or something, but not great. Do you even have boots? Yeah, you got wing shoes. You don't have boots. That wouldn't be bad on Drifter, because I'm not running a heavy movement one. So I'll try and keep some hide. Let me check one more thing here in the outpost phase. I just want to go into their icon. And then over here. So we're a third of the way of being done with Banner. We need one more wood until we get that mission. And, okay, we're doing okay here. Alright, well, on to the next mission. I'm still kind of on the fence between Rusted Tunnels or the library. Leaning a little towards the library. I did look up just the right versus left direction, and the library is the one that you went into the right where the alarms are going off, versus the Rusted Tunnels was the sneaky one to the left. So we're kind of going straight into the fire, but the title is just intriguing enough. I think I'm going to risk it for that later today when I have time. Alright, see you guys again soon.